Verse Peace offers players numerous ways to gain strength and tackle foes. While your fruits and punches can help you in the early stages, securing a solid sword is crucial for thriving in the more challenging levels. The Sid V2 sword stands out as one of the most coveted weapons in the game due to its impressive stats and relative ease of acquisition. This video will provide a concise guide detailing each step needed to unlock and obtain this sword, so make sure to watch until the end. A quick guide to unlocking the Sid V2 sword in Verse Peace. The Sid V2 sword is among the most formidable weapons available, competing with Sung Jin Woo's sword and Toji Vive 2. To begin your quest, head to Frost Town and speak with the Sid NPC located at the top of the clock tower. However, you must have the following items to unlock the V2 sword: 10,000 gems, 2,500 shadow fragments, Sid V1 sword, 2 Sid's Eye, Shadow King trait, Shadow Garden title. While gathering gems is fairly straightforward, the other items will require some effort. Below, we've outlined how to acquire everything you need for Sid's weapon. How to obtain the Sid V1 sword. There are 2 methods to acquire this weapon. The first involves a bit of luck as you grind through the Shadow Castle dungeon. Unfortunately, the drop rate for the sword is only 1%, meaning you might spend quite a bit of time in the dungeon. The second option is to buy the sword from the Event Exchange NPC located on the starter island for 1,000 shadow fragments. However, you'll still need to grind in the dungeon to collect enough fragments. How to collect shadow fragments. To farm shadow fragments, make your way to the Shadow Castle dungeon and keep grinding. While you can earn a few by defeating regular enemies, the best strategy is to take on the boss at the highest difficulty. This approach can yield around 300 fragments per run. Since each run takes only about 2 to 3 minutes if you're well prepared, you'll be able to gather enough resources to obtain everything you need. To acquire Sid's Eye, you need to complete the Shadow Castle dungeon on hard difficulty. However, be aware that it has a very low drop rate, much like the Sid V1 sword. Alternatively, you can buy it from the Event Exchange NPC located on the starter island using shadow fragments. Keep in mind that you will need 2 eyes, each costing 2,500 shadow fragments. Additionally, you can only hold a maximum of 2,500 fragments at a time. Therefore, you'll need to gather the maximum amount, purchase 1 eye, and then return to the dungeon. To obtain the Shadow King trait and the Shadow Garden title, luck plays a significant role. Head to Frost Town and speak with the Trait Reroll NPC, where you can spend gems for a chance at a random trait. Since the Shadow King is an exotic trait, it has a very slim drop rate of just 0.025%. Keep trying until you succeed. For the Shadow Garden title, you must clear the Shadow Castle dungeon 10 times on hard difficulty. Since many components for the V2 sword require grinding in this dungeon, earning this title should be quite straightforward. Once you have all the necessary items, visit the Sid NPC to exchange them for the Sid V2 sword. If you want to enhance this weapon, go to Blacksmith Island and use enhanced stones. Just remember, the success rate is only 10%, so it's wise to gather as many enhanced stones as possible. Where can you find the City NPC in Verse Peace? You'll find this NPC in Frost Town. What is the cost of Sid's Eye in Verse Peace? Sid's Eye is priced at 2,500 shadow fragments. How can you obtain shadow fragments in Verse Peace? You can earn shadow fragments by defeating enemies in the Shadow Castle dungeon. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more updates.